Welcome to Pop on Culture, where we discuss all things pop culture, from movies to television to books to music and beyond. Let's talk my so-called life. If you're anything like me, you enjoy the simpler things in life, such as completing a Sudoku puzzle or two, or 12, or watching back-to-back episodes of The Golden Girls. Yeah, that's right. I said The Golden Girls. What of it?
Who are you to judge me?
If you're anything like me, you know what that means, right? I mean, besides the fact you're awesome. It means you can't resist a good listicle. And you may have come across a critic's best of list. And if you read them often enough, you may have observed that there are shows that are considered to be the gold standard of television making. So we can expect repeat entries from them. And they include prestige dramas such as Breaking Bad, The Wire, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones. Wait, maybe not that last season. Let's check in with the mother of dragons herself. Amelia, thoughts?
Are you happy with how things ended? Best season ever!
Did somebody say awkward? But there is one show that, at least for me, is oftentimes noticeably absent from these lists, and that's My So-Called Life. While I've seen it on a ton of best teen shows, best cult shows, or canceled too soon lists, it really deserves to be right up there with the greatest, without any sort of qualifiers or equivocations, because it really was just that good. From creator Winnie Holzman, My So-Called Life debuted in the fall of 1994, starring the then unknown Claire Danes. It was a show about a 15-year-old girl navigating her way through the pitfalls of high school, through life more or less, dealing with ever-changing friendships and family dynamics, all while still trying to find her own place in the world. Graham and Patty Chase, Angela's parents, are integral components to the show. We watch as they too struggle with life's everyday complications, which include marriage and temptation, dream fulfillment, and growing apart while trying to come back together again. Now, what sets this show apart from every other teen show before or since is the level of authenticity in the writing. It never felt like a show written by an adult trying to recapture the high school or teen experience. The writing was always honest. It was never condescending or preachy, and it never felt like the writers were trying to be controversial for the sake of sensationalism either. As equally as good as the writing was the acting. Every word uttered by every character on this show felt real, be it the gay teen who felt unwanted and unloved, the alcoholic who you rooted for despite her propensity for self-destruction, the nerdy awkward kid with a hopeless crush, or the pretty popular girl who still felt insecurities beneath her cheery disposition. You believe that these were actual peoples whose lives we were privy to for a moment in time, rather than the scripted show that it actually was. The thing about My So-Called Life that makes it so compelling is that you recognize these people. They are your neighbors, they are your friends, they are your family, they are you. A simple show about regular people with complex emotions in ordinary circumstances. As culturally impactful as My So-Called Life is, it's really hard to think that there have only been 19 episodes, and that's all that there will ever be. And no matter how many times I go through the cycle of watching the series in its entirety, and I do it at least once a year, at the end of the 19th episode, I silently wish for there to be some secret 20th episode waiting to be discovered. It almost feels like an unfulfilled promise. And as heartbreaking of an experience as it is to rediscover all over again that the show's never going to have a final chapter, you, like I, will feel grateful to have gone on this journey of truth and self-discovery with Angela, Rayanne, Ricky, the Chases, and everyone else of Three Rivers, Pennsylvania. Everyone except Angela's little sister Danielle. She's just annoying. More than anything else, what makes this show great is that it never got the chance to be bad. There were never any jump the shark or when good shows go bad moments, much like the youth culture which My So-Called Life so brilliantly depicted. It still left us when it was full of possibility. For all those reasons and many, many more, I consider My So-Called Life to be among the best television of all time. If you haven't seen it, do yourselves a favor and check it out. You'll thank me later. Okay, so what are some of your favorite underrated shows? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.